So this brings us to the final stage of our masterclass, which is mastering. Mastering is about unifying the loudness. Okay, so what does unifying the loudness means? It means that you want your sound to be played according to the industry standards on every format it's going to be played. This means cell phones, computer speakers, big speakers, Bluetooth speakers, whatever. It needs to sound good across. So what do? Usually you do linear phase EQ. Ableton doesn't have linear phase EQ, so we're going to do normal EQ. Then we're going to do some correction EQ, some compression and expansion, saturation, stereo spreading again, limiting and loudness analysis. Okay, so bear with me. So we got our headroom first. That's the most important bit. Okay, I advise for minus 3 dB. Some people like more. I'm cool with minus 3 dB. So we're gonna do EQing. Okay, so we're gonna cut the frequencies that we don't need. That means above 20k and below 20 hertz. Okay, this is supposed to be done with the linear phase EQ, but Ableton doesn't have one, so this one will be amazing. Then we're gonna do some correction EQ. Okay, Ableton has a mid-side mode, which means you can individually EQ the mid and the side. So on the mid, I would definitely bring the body of my track a little bit up, and maybe the high end a bit up as well, so it has a bit more sparkle. Let me see if we need more low end. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. On the side, I'm gonna cut the low end. I don't need low end on my side. I'm gonna add some sparkle. Okay. Let me turn off and turn on. Okay. Okay, we're good. Now I'm gonna use, usually I use my OTT on my master. Don't tell anyone this, but I really like to use it on my master. But I use it like very lightly. So the way you wanna reset your OTT is you put your depth to 0. And actually I just want the upward bit. I don't want the downwards compression. So you put your depth to 0 and just add like a really tiny amount. Yeah, something like this. And then if you want to pull some of these frequencies up, yeah. Okay. So now we're going to do some saturation. Okay, the saturation, I'm going to do it the same way we did this here. Okay, so I'm gonna divide them by low and mid, and usually I divide them by I'm gonna divide it by low and high, but usually I divide it low, mid, and high. Okay, but we're getting closer to time, so I don't want to extend too much. Just bear in mind that you can add a third layer, a third frequency. Just cut the high end and then open another one, and you can have the mid frequency saturator in here. On the low end, we're gonna add a utility, and we're gonna say it's mono. Okay, because all things below 100 hertz should be mono. Okay, and above 100 hertz, we're gonna test the saturator, see how much we want. Yeah, that's too much. Okay, as you can see, we're going over the red again. Okay, so after the OTT, I'm gonna have to find some headroom in here, because the OTT usually increases the volume a lot. So before I'm clipping, I want to just find some headroom. just bear in mind that mixing and mastering, it's all about like corrections. Literally, if you're pushing too hard, just correct yourself. Don't allow yourself to make the mistake of clipping or going too much, because you can't fix it later. You know, once it's in an MP3 and sent to someone, it's gonna sound bad, and yeah, the blame is gonna go on you. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. So this is our saturation multiband. I'm gonna duplicate this, and I'm gonna do the same thing but with the wider wider plugin. Okay. So I'm gonna make the highs wider. What I like to do actually is just add a tiny bit. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, now you know I'm hearing my beat. I'm hearing my instrumental, and I'm pretty sure my kick drum is a little bit loud. Okay, so I'm gonna try and just pull it down a little bit. Yeah, we're going a little bit above. Going a little bit above with the kick drum and the low end. So I'm gonna go here on the TDR Nova. Gonna crank up the threshold a little bit more, and on my bass layer. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, but it's all good. It's only going a little bit above, so I'm gonna go here and just take down that extra dB. You see what I did there? Like I was getting a sense that my kick drum and my 808 were kind of destroying my whole mix. So I literally came here on the first sidechain I did on my equalizer and just pulled it down a little bit, so it doesn't go above, it doesn't clip. Okay, so it's very important to understand, like for me especially, when I'm producing and I'm mixing and I'm mastering, it's not a one direction thing, you know. It's like we're very fortunate, like back in the day when you used to record things on tape, you know, it's recorded on tape, you can't go back. Where's the undo? Where's the undo button on the tape? There's no undo. Okay, but we're fortunate enough to have that, so make use of it. Okay. Okay, so equalizer wider, we're all good. Just to wrap up, we're gonna use our limiter. Okay, so our limiter, the limiter I use is the color limiter. Well, actually I don't use this one, I use the Pro L2, but this one is very good. It came with the extension, the Creatives extension thing I sent you, and we're gonna place the U-Lean loudness meter. Okay, what's this? Check for updates. No. I had to install this for your class. So what is the loudness meter? So usually the LUFS is the like a universal world measurement for loudness, and usually you wanna use your loudness according to your genre. What do I mean by genre? I mean, like, if you're making dance music, you can have like way bigger loudness, but if you're making pop music, you gotta respect the streaming apps demands. So last time I checked, I think Spotify asks for either -14 or -11, and YouTube goes around those volumes as well. So when you play your song, what you wanna... Oh, sorry. I need to put my talking thing, my taming the song. I need to put it in the end. Okay. Is it still working? No, my key mapping is not working because I moved it from one place to the other. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, bear with me. So what you have here is the short-term loudness and the integrated loudness, which is usually called the long-term loudness. So what you want to do is you want to crank up your limiter to a certain amount that matches those the streaming platforms. Usually, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, like if you search a little bit online, people say like don't take what Spotify tells you by like it's not written in stone, because it's definitely gonna make your track sound really quiet. Okay, play it with your ears, see if it's good, if it needs to be louder, you know. Grab a reference, you know, grab a reference track similar to yours. Just check what you want, you know. Check to get to the point you wish. Okay. Okay. Okay, these guys are really loud. Yep. And very high. The frequencies are very high. Let me tame this down a little bit. This guy as well. This guy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. My background noises are way too loud. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I rushed through this, but the birdie thingy. This this needs a strong EQ in the low end. Look at that. It's like Mount Everest. It's like you gotta cut that. You can't have that in your mix. Okay. Now we're better. Okay, nice one. Let me check the other one. Yeah, okay, this is not too bad. Yeah, this is not too bad. Okay, we're getting to -9. Okay, this is my tip to you guys. I usually go around -9. Okay, although they say -11 or -14 or minus whatever, I go to -9. Okay, when I'm mixing dance music, I go to way more aggressive levels. So the way this works is the smaller the number, smaller the dynamics, loudness, bigger the loudness. Okay, so you put the color limiter, and the nice trick I like to do is I like to use 2 limiters. So you put the color limiter, and then you put the second limiter. Yeah. Yeah. That guitar is sounding a little bit harsh for me now, as I'm getting to the mastering bit. So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna actually put an EQ just to. I had my TDR Nova. What is it doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that was a bit too much. Okay. Yeah, so I'm comfortable with this mix. I'm comfortable with this mastering. Maybe it's a bit too loud for the style, for this genre, but I'm pretty sure, like, I would give it maybe 24 hours rest, and then I would export it and send it to the client. Usually I don't produce, mix, and master all in the same day. I produce, I leave it to rest, then I mix, I can do the master straight after, like I did here, and then I leave it to rest, and then I hear it. And one really good tip is to listen first thing in the morning. You don't listen to traffic or cars or tube or whatever. You just get up and go and listen to your track. Grab a notepad, grab your cell phone, start typing. Bass too loud, this too quiet, blah 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 blah. And there you go. It's a wrap.